All right, speaking of news and watching, we got some breaking news impacting the Nuggets Thunder Game 7, bringing in senior NBA insider Shams Charania. Shams, what do you have?
Jay, sources tell me Aaron Gordon has a grade 2 left hamstring strain. He needs approximately 1 month to recover from the injury. And as much as he's trying everything he possibly can to play in today's pivotal Game 7 for a Western Conference Finals berth in Oklahoma City, he could very well miss the remainder of the playoffs as it's becoming physically improbable to play through this grade 2 hamstring strain. And it's just difficult timing for Aaron Gordon. He's been one of the best players in the playoffs, several game-winning, game-tying shots. So look for Denver to rely on Peyton Watson and Julian Strawther to step up with potentially Aaron Gordon out today, and moving forward. It's a grade 2 hamstring strain. His status for Game 7, unlikely. He's potentially out today and for a period of time, extended period of time moving forward.
All right, Gordon likely out today. Our Tim MacMahon earlier said this was not a 2.5-day injury. It was going to be several weeks, and you just confirmed that, Shams. All right, Shams Charania with the latest on Aaron Gordon. Thank you so much, my friend.
Look, I'm going to say something that Nuggets fans may be grabbing for their brunch cocktail during the game, but this season, the rest of the season hinders on the Russell Westbrook experience. He is going to have to show up big time for them to continue on with their season. Yes, Peyton Watson is going to be coming up and playing minutes, but Russell Westbrook is probably going to be the guy who is going to have to come out and close this game. And the last 3 games from him have been rough. He made 6 shots. He's had 7 turnovers. He's a -10 on the series, and he's shooting 19% from 3. But this is Russell Westbrook, guys. This guy is a winner, and he is going to go out there and say, if you're going to leave me open for these threes, I'm going to try to nail these shots, and I'm going to do what I said early in this playoffs. I'm going to muck this game up with my defense and make things tough for this Thunder team. You are going to be leaning on Russell Westbrook and the chaos he brings to survive in this Game 7.
Hey, man, I hear you, 2 Chainz. You hyped this morning, but I'm a roll with the big dog, man. Listen, as much as they definitely need the support of everybody else if AG is out, I feel like the more of the load goes on Joker. He's got to be that much more special, that much more big time. He's been that this whole time. He's kept them in this series almost single-handedly with the way he's been dominant, and he's found a way to score in the inside against those 2 bigs that OKC had. But tonight, he's got to go all out. This got to be one of his most dominant performances, a 40, 30, 20, whatever he want to do, however he want to bring it. But he has to be the goods tonight. He has to be MVP, Joker, and dominant for them to have a chance.
You said 40, 30, 20, and people probably look and be like, oh, my gosh.
Hey,
you know what? It's the Joker, so he could definitely go out there and do it for that Denver Nuggets team. He definitely could do it. For what it was worth, though, Gordon did participate in the team's Saturday walkthrough, so maybe he might be able to go today. We'll see. As for the Thunder, they're trying to advance to the conference finals for the first time since 2016. So, David, how do they avoid getting let down for a 2nd straight season?
Jalen Williams, simple as that. This guy has to show up. Where have you been as the number 2 on the best team in the league? Other than Game 3 when he had a 30-plus game, this dude is averaging 13 points on this series on 29% from the field and 15% from 3. He needs to show up because SGA is going to be pressured all Game 7, and they're going to say, Jalen Williams, go out there and score and beat us, especially if Aaron Gordon is going to be limited and can't play the type of defense he usually plays. This has to be the Jalen Williams game.
Here's the theme I'm going with. I'm going with the big dogs. I'm going. Listen. If they want to have a chance, it's SGA. Just like for the Nuggets, it was Joker. They need SGA to be MVP level SGA. He's been up and down. Hasn't been the SGA we saw all year, just giving everybody gravy. He struggled a little bit with this team. He needs to come out tonight and set the tone at home in his building, give his fans something to cheer for, and he needs to lead the way. Regardless if Jalen Williams comes tonight, he has to have a high 30, high 40-point game and be big time tonight.
Yeah, Game 7, it sounds like it's just going to be the battle of the big dogs between OKC and Denver. Thunder favored by 8.5 points over at ESPN Bet. Guys, thanks so much for the insight.
I love Russell Westbrook being referred to as a chaos agent. If he could have a big game at this point in his career, that would really be something in such a critical game. We have Jokic and we have SGA. Which team moves on, Q?
Man, I mean, just looking at everything, is not having AG at full strength, because I don't feel like, even if he is available, there's no way he could be at full strength or very impactful. So I look at it, man, this is a big opportunity. SGA and those Thunder, he has to lead the team, but he has to have his biggest game right now. He hasn't been the SGA that we saw all season long, flawlessly scoring easily. Denver has made it difficult for him. He has to find his way to make this one of his best games of the season, of the offseason, and this series. And if he can do that, he can lead them to the victory.
Okay, so you're going Thunder if Jokic plays at his full potential, which he has not at times in this series. What about you, David? Who do you think advances?
I love this series so much and this game so much because it is an absolute toss-up still, even with AG not being at 100%, because the Denver Nuggets still have the best player in the world in Nikola Jokic, who can make miracles on that court. This dude can put up one of those games, those Wilt Chamberlain-like games like he did in Game 1, 40 points, 15 or so assists, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, something like that can pull this team out. Because what we have here is a competition between championship level experience on one side, and on the other side you have youth, athleticism, and a team that does not have that experience. This is anybody's game, but Jokic is definitely going to show why he is the best player in the world, win, lose, or draw in Game 7.
Obviously, OKC also has home court. You have to go all the way back, by the way, to Larry Bird and Bernard King in 1984 to find top 2 players in MVP voting meeting in a Game 7.
That's nice.
This one has everything. By the way, Larry Bird and the Celtics won the championship that year. Even with a massive disparity in terms of Game 7 experience, we have the Nuggets, 12 guys who have played in winner-go-home situations, only 3 for OKC. Tim, what are the Thunder saying about this challenge today? Take a look at these numbers.
Yeah, and they understand obviously what's at stake today. They understand the experience disparity, but that's not going to be what wins or loses this game for Oklahoma City. And look, this is the first Game 7 for Chet Holmgren, for instance. But he said, hey, we know how much this game means, but we can't go into the game thinking about that. We have to think about what matters to winning. None of that stuff matters to winning. So their focus is on the game plan. Their focus is on attention to detail. Their focus is not on the pressure of a Game 7.
Yeah, and their coach, Mark Daigneault, he's going to be coaching in his first Game 7 as the Thunder look to advance to the conference finals for the first time since 2016. Russell Westbrook going back there. All sorts of storylines. Going to be super interesting. Tim, thank you.
Hannah, let's bring in basketball analyst Chiney Oguwmike with more on Game 7. Chiney, the Nuggets have been resilient all postseason, but how confident are you that Denver can win this thing if Gordon can't go?
Ooh, how much do I trust Nikola Jokic? I would trust Jokic with my credit card, but I'm a little bit more skeptical about his teammates. I would probably give them cash and wait for the change back. You know what I'm saying? Nikola Jokic, the reason why I trust him is he has 3 MVPs plus a great track record of wins, in their wins over the Thunder, averaging 30 plus points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists, but he will need a game like that, which he's fully capable of. We all know he can score, but it'll probably come down to the assist factor. He needs his teammates to be clutch and make shots. We know he can find guys like Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and all those things, but he hasn't reached 10 assists in a game since Game 5 of the first round. The magic of Jokic is that he's able to be unguardable, and also he elevates his team. He will need all of that and then some to take down the Thunder.
This is Jokic time. He's one of 2 players all time with 25 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, and 5 assists a game when facing elimination. The other person, that guy LeBron James. So let's talk about OKC. SGA has risen to the occasion since OKC went down 2-1. But his fellow All-Star Jalen Williams has been a bit inconsistent. What do you need to see collectively from this backcourt in Game 7?
I cannot wait for this because this has to be the MVP moment for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is the presumptive award winner. And he has been actually solid this postseason. He will need to show up and announce his arrival in grand fashion. He's been the master of the mid-range, made the most mid-range shots with 34 field goals on 50% shooting so far in the playoffs. That's where he has to take over. And as you mentioned, J-Dub, he needs to bounce back in a big way. Coming off of his worst playoff performance game, 6 points on 3 of 16 shooting, I believe. believe, in Game 6. He needs to have his supporting cast, SGA, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein. They're bigs. They need to be aggressive. OKC, they have the star power. They have the number 2 option. They have the home court. They have the youth. They're the youngest team in basketball. They got them fresh legs. And most importantly, they have the best defense in the NBA. It's time for all of the A, B, C, D, E, all of it, all of the above to show up for OKC.
SGA, by the way, 3-2 in his career when facing elimination, averaging just 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists in those games. Chiney Oguwmike, always a pleasure.
NBA over here.